Hello everyone. So this company iBaseToy sent me this $40 drone to review. I just want to say that these budget flying machines have really come a long way. It's been a couple of years since I had one of these flying drone toys. A friend of mine has the Phantom 4 or Phantom 3, I forget, and obviously that's a pretty expensive drone, but this is marketed as a simple toy, and the amount of capability that comes in this flying machine is just crazy. I mean, for example, just to look at it, the controller has 10 buttons. I mean, this is a $40 toy and it has 10 buttons. It does essentially everything one of the expensive drones does, except it doesn't have a camera. It hovers, it returns home, it does flips, it flies essentially by itself. There's no, it's not like one of the old toys where you're trying to prevent it from crashing into walls. It essentially just sits perfectly in place. You can adjust how high or low it goes, left, right. It does perfect flips, flies very quick. You can adjust the speed. It's literally like a full-size Phantom drone, except there's no camera. And for 40 bucks, this is one hell of a toy, and it just really makes a difference because you're gonna get this and crash it within 1 minute because it essentially flies itself. And like the older toys, it was very easy to destroy. So yeah, that's basically the point I want to make. That the amount of technology that's packed into this tiny little device is pretty astonishing. And also, overall, the build quality and just construction of this little drone, I'm very impressed by how it's made. It has a nice little rubber feet for when it lands. It has a very nice design. It has lights all over, so you can see it clearly. It has a front headlight, so you can tell the front when it's facing forward. It has a removable battery, so you can charge it by plugging micro USB into the drone or into the battery itself. I'm not really going to show it flying too much because, we all know what these drones do. I'm just going to show it powering on, and let's take a look here. And now, just to conclude the review, I just want to point out, yes, this is a toy, and it's 40 bucks, but this thing is light years ahead of what you've seen just a couple of years ago. It does everything an advanced drone does. It allows you to have it for an extended period of time because you're less likely to crash it since it does actually fly itself and you're not just going to immediately slam into a wall. And just like overall, the amount of the amount of work that goes into this thing, it doesn't really feel like a toy. It feels like a professional grade product. And in some ways, if this had some sort of tiny little camera on the front, it truly would be an awesome device. And that's really the only con I can think of. The light at the front makes it very easy to see the forward direction of the drone, so when you're flying it around, it's easier to control. But if you just want something to get for your kids or something to just have fun with, for 40 bucks, I'd say this thing exceeds expectations. Now, as you can see, I already flew it into a wall once. It has like spider webs on it. But yeah, and the fact that it has interchangeable batteries, which means if you had more than one of these, I'm not sure if you can buy the batteries separately, but you gotta change batteries over and have a longer flight time. I've flown it for about 10 or 12 minutes total, and it has not run out of battery life yet. So the flight time is quite good. And yeah, once again, if you're just looking to pick this up as a toy, this thing is awesome. It's everything about it kind of says quality, just from the design to how it flies. It's 3 years ago, something like this for 40 bucks would have been hard to imagine. One last thing, I just wanted to point out that the helicopter does come with 4 extra blades, so just in case you crash it, you can fix it up. This just kind of highlights the overall high quality design of it and the fact that it's all kind of modular and simply and well thought out. I highly recommend this as a fun drone toy.